Welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom-of-the-barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we will open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play 1 copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash. Alright, and here we are, it's the first episode of Archetypal Atrocities. This show is gonna be a mess. I am super excited. I love playing bad decks, Jules loves playing bad decks. It's gonna be a great time. My beard is super unkempt right now. I have not saved. I should have saved before I started recording, but hindsight is 2020, and it'll be a surprise. My face will be a lot more kempt by the time we get to the actual deck building. That being said, we have a bunch of just awful archetypes on this wheel, and if you see an archetype you think is really bad, it's not on this wheel, let us know in the comments below, and we might just add it to the wheel. We kind of went over everything in the intro, so I don't waste too much time, so let's go ahead and spin our wheel and see what we're going to be playing for this week. And it looks like, kind of slowing down here, we will be playing Laval. They are cards that exist. I know a little bit of Laval's. I think they were in Duel Links. They were a Duel Links deck. That was like around the time I stopped playing personally. That was like one of the last like new kind of meta, but not like super meta decks. I don't know what to expect for these, honestly.
Alright, here we are with the wheel, and honestly I have no idea which way I want to go with this, so let's just spin the wheel and hopefully get anything really playable. I'm not really that picky about... Oh, I see. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it.
Alright, and we have our 3 packs, so we're gonna be able to play any of 1 card we pull out of these packs. We curate these ourselves, so let's go ahead and see what our first pack will yield. And Cosmic Cyclone's actually pretty nice. Exiled Force will probably be what we go with. Alright, on to pack number 2. Anything cool? Duguera's actually might not be too bad. I actually don't know what the... there's children screaming outside my house when kids are playing. I don't know how many level 4 Lavals have. It's a fire monster. I don't know how good that is. If terraforming, if we have a Laval field spell, which I don't think we do. And what will our very last pack yield for us? We got a Moon Mirror Shield, Extinction on Schedule, which is one of the funniest board wipes of all time. Tribute to the Doom, very good card. I actually love Tribute to the Doom. Trade-in, we are not playing any level 8 in Laval, I don't think. Cup of Ace, we might just play Cup of Ace for the culture. We'll have to see. Anyways, those are our packs. We can play 1 card we pull from one of these, so let's go ahead and get to the deck building.
And now it's time to open up our packs. I'm really not sure what I want to find here. Honestly, Volcanics just need anything I can get. Okay, there's options here. I'm not going to pick right here right off the bat, but I'm going to obviously look towards stuff like Decode Talker or like Smash and Grind generic removal or Berry Box even. Next pack though, and honestly, okay, 101. I know for a fact that at least the archetype has some 4s in it, so that's an option. Okay, well, Rod obviously stands out to me here more than anything else. Like, there's other options, but Ring of Destruction might actually help us steal a game here, and it's pretty far and away the best choice.
Alright, and here is a deck. It's not good. The balls are not a good archetype, turns out. But let's go over the card by card. 1 Exiled Force, one of the cards we pulled from staple packs. We have 3 Laval Archer, which is probably one of the best cards in the deck. It basically gives us an extra normal summon when we normal summon it. Laval Blaster, Lavals want to be in the graveyard, so we have Graveyard Synergy because we can just straight up mill 5, so long as we have another Laval in the graveyard. And it has to be normal summoned. 1 Laval Burner, we don't want to draw too much, it's just a free special summon. It's basically a Cyber Dragon as long as we have 3 or more Laval monsters with different names. Laval Cannon, when it's normal summoned, you can special summon a banished Laval monster. This was a menace in the Duel Links days. This basically made this deck playable in Duel Links. It was like this weird combo with Siranui and this card, Burgeoning Willflame. I think I said that right. Laval Cardle, it's a free special summon and a tuner. It's a level 2 tuner, which is the main reason we're playing it. And if we have 3 more Laval in the graveyard, we can special summon it. 2 Laval Lakeside Ladies, which if it's in the graveyard, and you have 3 other cards in the graveyard, you can banish it and 1 other Laval monster to just destroy a set card on the opponent's field. So if Jules is on some back row, we can go ahead and destroy that with this effect. 2 Laval Landsword, it's a card that can be normal summon without attributing, but if you do, you send it to the graveyard during the end phase. And if it's ever destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target a banished fire monster and add it to your hand. So it kind of recurs in, honestly, not a very good card. We're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for playables. 3 Laval Millers is when destroyed by battle. You just send 2 Lavals from your deck to the graveyard. Very nice effect. It doesn't destroy by battle, not card effect, which sucks. And the level 3 is kind of awkward, but we'll see what happens. 3 Handmaiden, this is the card, basically the gun of the deck, and you need 3 of them. Where it's sent to the graveyard, and you have another Laval in the graveyard, you can send another Laval monster from your deck to the graveyard. So you can kind of chain these into just do a bunch of big deck thinning, dump a bunch of Lavals into your graveyard. 3 Soaring Eagle above the Searing Land. It's basically a Laval tuner that can summon itself, doing a synchro summon, but when it leaves the field, it's banished. Luckily, you can keep doing that because, well, you can bring it back with the Laval cannon. 1 UFO Eternal, because we're allowed to run staple. We're just playing 1 because we can only play 1. Creatures Drop and Cup of Ace, both from our packs. We did pull the Moon Mirror Seal, but I think Cup of Ace is just funnier. We have 1 Creatures Drop because if Jules is playing good monsters, we can give her one of our monsters that are terrible and get her really good one. 3 Molten Conduction Field, it's just a 2-card Foolish Burial for the Laval monsters, which is a ridiculous effect. 1 Molten Destruction, because these all have horrible attack, so the odds of Jules playing Fire deck, I think there's only 2, I think it's just Laval and Volcanic are the only Fire monsters, Fire Archetypes in this. So unless he specifically has one of those, this will be kind of nice for us. 3 Dustflame Blast, which is basically a field wipe. You banish all the Falls in your graveyard, and you can destroy that many cards on the field. 1 Firewall, just a kind of stall card where if declares an attack, a direct attack, you can banish a Pyro monster to negate the attack, and you have to pay 500 life points as a maintenance cost. Most of the walls are Pyro. There's some weird one, like there's a few Warriors and like Wing Beasts, but for the most part they're Pyros, so that's why you're playing that. 2 Molten Whirlwind Wall, which is kind of, since you're dumping so many Lavals, is just a nice attack boost. We have a few things in the side deck, not too much. We have a Flame Spirit Ignis, which you contribute a fire monster, just inflict 100 for each fire monster in my graveyard. Since you're dumping so many, this is kind of just a nice kind of burn if we're in a stally game. Neo Flamebell Lady, which is basically a card that lets us banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. So if Jules is on some graveyard deck, we can use this to kind of put a wrench in that plan. 3 Begrudging Wolfflame, which is just a trap negate by sending a Laval monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then you can banish fire monsters to re-add it to your hand, so you can kind of recycle it. In the side deck, because if Jules isn't on like trap cards, this card isn't that great. But if she is, we have access to this. We don't have Siranuni, so we can't do like the wacky dueling stuff, so that's why it's in the side. And 1 Sealing Ceremony of Catan, same reason why we're playing the Neo Flameville Lady in the side, it's just a way to kind of graveyard hate. For the extra deck, Lavals have a bunch of synchros, I don't think we'll make too many of them. Dual Slasher, which can deal piercing and attack again, and when it attacks defense position monsters. Laval Stenton, which when it's synchro summoned, you have to send a card from your hand to the graveyard, and during either player's turn, if it's targeted, you could banish a Laval from the graveyard to negate and destroy that card. And then Laval the Greater, also a terrible card. When it's synchro summoned, you have to send a card from your hand to the graveyard, and if it would be destroyed by specifically a card effect, you can banish a Laval instead. Laval Dragon, just kind of a way you shuffle 2 Lavals in your graveyard back into your deck, and you can pretty much just spin a card back to the hand. Nice for extra deck, not so much nice for other stuff. Or maybe there's like a boss monster that needs like tribute, that could be good. 2 Laval Dragoon, which is the searcher for the archetype, which is a synchro monster that you can add a Laval monster from your deck to your hand, and then you have to send a Laval monster from your hand to the graveyard. A very awful searcher that's a synchro 6, but it's a searcher. Laval X-Lord, which we'll probably never make, but when an opponent activates an effect on the field or in their hand, you can just destroy that monster and gain 1,000. And deal 1,000 burn damage, And this would ever be destroyed by an opponent's card. You can special summon 3 non-synchro fire monsters with 200 defense from graveyard in defense position, but their effects negate. So they can kind of like revive it essentially by bringing out the materials you used for it to synchro summon it back again if it does ever die. So Laval Salamander is if it's synchro summon, you can draw 2, and if you have a fire monster in your hand, you can send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, including a fire monster. Otherwise, they all get shuffled into the deck. So that's scary, but we're never going to be making this unless we have fire monsters to discard or shuffle, I guess, rather. And you can banish a fire monster to change a face-up monster an opponent controls to face down. You basically book a moon, essentially. Laval Ignis, just the rank 3 that we'll probably never make. Just, if it's attacked or attacked, you can detach the material to make it gain 500 till the end of the turn. And then lastly, we have 1 ban card, actually. Our rule for ban cards is we can play 1 copy of it if there is a ban card on the archetype. And this one is Laval Chain, which is the best Laval card because it has nothing to do with the archetype, really. It's either a Foolish Burial, you can put a monster on the top of your deck, essentially. We're pretty much only going to be using the second effect 99% of the time, but who knows, maybe we'll do the Fool's Burial effect. We'll see. That's the deck, though. We'll see what happens. I'm not at all confident in this deck at all, but we'll see what happens. Alright, here we are. Very first episode, very first duel. I'm excited to try doing a lot of set 1 passing, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, this should be interesting. If my deck even remotely functions for one game, I'll consider that a win, so that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I have a single ban card. We talked about it briefly just to kind of go over the ban rules before we did all this. So if I can use that card, I consider that a moral victory for me.
That's pretty great. My only extra deck cards are stuff I got from my 3 packs, if that will tell you anything about how my deck has gone.
It's time. The most important part of any series is who wins the worst rock, paper, scissors is going to win it for the rest of the show. So let me go ahead and win real fast.
Oh boy. Let's see if I got the mind game right. No.
You're playing against a man who won a first 3 rock, paper, scissors, money mats in a Denny's parking lot.
Incredible.
Smash players go crazy. Alright. Oh god.
This is a hand, I guess.
Okay, so I feel like I open, like, the nuts. The issue is, I don't know how to make the nuts happen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I actually just drew 2 of the gauntlets now that I'm reading these cards. That's unfortunate.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, that's fine. So this will reveal what I'm playing. I will activate the Molten Conduction Field. This Foolish Burial 2 Lavals.
That makes sense.
I don't know what I mill in this deck. I know you mill Handmaiden. That's one of the things you mill if my deck will open. There we go. Okay. God, what do I mill? Definitely mill a Handmaiden. Because that was the Duel Links combo. I remember that. I don't have Laval Cannon. There's the one that can add.
I've only ever read Chain in this entire deck.
Chain, yeah. I've read Chain, Laval Cannon, and Handmaiden because they were using Duel Links, and I don't know what any of these other cards do. It's kind of crazy that they have a 2-card Foolish Burial that you can't do anything with.
It's always weird when you see oh wow, this card's crazy. What do you mean the deck can't use it?
Yeah. It's like this deck is fire and it can't even use Rekindling because most of them have over 200 defense. I was like, oh yeah, fire, I can play Rekindling, and I read it, I'm like, oh, I can't play Rekindling. If I had a way to add a card, if they had a searcher, this would be crazy opening. I can do a lot, I just need the cards in my hand.
Jeez. Man, imagine if a different archetype had multi-conduction field. Just double foolish, not hard once per turn.
It's crazy. They have multiple cards of double foolish too, which is a wild part, and this archetype's still horrible. If they send this, doesn't really do much. And then you have all that in your graveyard, and then Handmaiden triggers, and I will send a Laval Lakeside Lady. A solid set pop. Then I will, as expected, I will set 2 cards and end my turn. A very long play to do very little.
All right. What is the right thing to do here is the question. Because I have to show you what I'm doing, so I can't play cute about this. I just need to know what's the best opener here, because I just have to show you what I'm on.
Okay. I will let you know. I think anything you do will probably beat anything I have.
You know what? I mean, I opened the card, I have to use it, and you being on Laval's is kind of funny, because of all, hypes that we'd both be on, I wasn't expecting Pyros.
The fire mirror match, let's go.
Yeah, so I'll summon Volcanic Rocket, is that good?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Alright, let's look at my deck. add any Blaze Accelerator card. So
Your opening is already much better than mine.
I'm gonna add a Blaze Accelerator Reload to hand.
Makes sense.
Move to battle.
Yep.
I will attack your face down.
It is my Handmaiden.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that triggers because it's a 1 effect, so I will just let it not. Because I think it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think it misses timing. I don't understand 1 effects. I'm not gonna pretend I do.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go to main 2. I wonder what I'm setting here.
Could be anything. No, it really could be anything.
I will also activate a Blaze Accelerator. And
Yep.
end my turn.
Well, I guess now's as good a time as any. Let me read these cards. But mind me, does Reload have an effect when it gets destroyed? I forget.
When Reload's destroyed, I don't believe so. Let me double check. Oh, during either player's main phase, I could banish it from the graveyard to send a volcanic from deck to graveyard.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this now. I will activate Dust Flame Blast. I will banish all my Laval monsters to destroy that many cards on the field.
Damn.
So we're just gonna clear it all. This card.
Yeah. So no rocket, no accelerator, no reload, and sadly no wildfire.
Oh man, that would have been spooky. Oh, I'm glad I activated that. Ooh.
Yeah, like I was like, wait a second, they have like an instant speed like field nuke? That's something.
Apparently so do Lavals. Well, that's quite possibly the worst draw in my deck. I think I'll do everyone's favorite combo, a T-set and pass.
On your main phase, before you pass off, I'm going to activate Reload in Graveyard.
Sure.
So I'll banish it to bin a Volcanic from my deck. Which one do I even... Oh yeah, it just... Shell, probably, is what I send.
So is... Yeah. That is probably the choice.
You know what? It's kind of low impact, but it is funny.
Okay.
So I'm going to send my Scatter Shot, which will deal 500 to you, and then if it's sent by the effect of a Blaze Accelerator card, I could send the other 2 to deal another 1,000, and then destroy all your monsters.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna happen when Dueling Book will allow it to. There it goes.
Yeah, and then I'll send the other 2 from my deck as well, so it'll be 15 total, I think.
I'll take 15.
And then pop your monsters.
You destroyed my last Handmaiden. If these are all in my deck, my hand would be crazy. Just
and the best top deck in my deck too, just for fun.
Lovely.
Second Rocket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll happen.
And I'll get another Reload to hand.
Yeah. My progress has been basically erased.
And then I'll activate Solidarity.
Solid.
I was scraping for playables here. Alright, so I have 4 of the same type in graveyards. That's plus 24. 33, right? Quick maths.
Okay, there's I think 1 card in my whole deck that can get me out of this, so hopefully we'll draw it.
I've had pretty good draws this game. For this deck, at least. I assume this is, like, the best this deck can ever do. Like, I've found the peak.
Yeah, opening Rocket is basically, okay. Yeah, you're on a good spot. There was probably definitely a way I could have played this, I feel like, better, but I don't know how.
I got very lucky top decking the Rocket, because, real talk, if I didn't, my hand was absolutely unplayable. Like, it was genuinely, I have to top deck a normal summon or I probably lose the game.
That's a good top deck. Unlike yours, mine is less good, so I will just set a card and pass. Did not draw the card I needed to draw.
I think this actually might be the best way to do this. I'm going to, on your end phase, activate the second wildfire.
Yeah.
So I'll lose 500, pop every monster, and then all of my blaze... Actually, I don't have a blaze accelerator. Never mind. Ignore that. We can just pretend that didn't happen. Actually, I can just do it by activating the reload as well, so that works.
So that gets destroyed, and then all the monsters get destroyed, and you get 2 tokens.
And I get a token. Oh, 2 tokens. Right? Is it 2 tokens or is it 1?
So as many feelings plus some. Oh, it's just 1. I thought it was for each.
Okay, cool.
Well, at least 1,000's less scary than 19,000 or 1,900. I'll take it.
Well, it also has solidarity, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that's.
So it should be lethal, I think.
5 by 8 is what is 5 by 8? 40. Yeah, that's gonna be. That'll be game 1. All right.
Well, I have a sideboard because I hardly have a main board, so.
I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to go first or second. I'm just gonna go second.
Me
and hope for
neither.
the
I have
best.
no idea which one's better here, genuinely speaking.
Oh, that's okay. This is better.
Well, I mean, if I open it every game, I'll open it every game.
Yeah, you got it.
This time I will get a normal Blaze Accelerator, I think.
Okay. If only the Vol had an archetype Ash Blossom.
Activate Blaze Accelerator.
Yep.
And then activate Try Blaze Accelerator.
I didn't even know this card existed. Okay.
It's terrible. All it does, it's the same thing as normal Blaze, but it doesn't have the stat requirement. Just any pyro.
I see.
And since I had to up the numbers of bad pyros, it's like I kind of need to be able to get rid of those too. So I'm actually running the bad upgraded version nobody uses.
Excellent.
And then that's all I've got.
Alright. Stand by main. There are 2 things I can do here. One is the right choice and one is the fun choice. I'm trying to figure out which is the best route to go. Oops. That's
Follow your heart.
Did not mean to click that.
Oh no. You find something to kill me with?
No.
It shouldn't be hard. I have a rocket.
Okay, so we do this. We will normal summon the Vol Archer, which will give us an extra normal summon basically for the Vols. Then, for my next trick, I will normal summon the Handmaiden, because of course I drew it again.
Mm-hmm.
And let's tune up for a 5. The Vol dual slasher, and then Handmaiden will trigger because it got sent with another. I think it triggers. I don't know how that timing works.
I think it would.
Well, let's just say it does, because this deck needs all the help it can get. If some of these cards where you can special summon from your graveyard instead of the hand, it would be so much better.
Jeez.
Because they have a bunch of effects. Like, if you have 3 Lavols with different names in your graveyard, you special summon it, but it's all from your hand. God, how does this archetype not have a searcher? This archetype had a searcher, would be so much better.
It is always funny. They'll print a card like Chain, but not like even any searcher for the deck.
It's like, oh yeah, certainly people use this card to search for the Flame Veil cards. Yeah, I don't want to draw that. Okay, let's move into combat and attack the Volcanic Rocket.
Alright, I'm going to... I'd be taking what?
500.
5? Yeah. I will activate Reload.
Sure.
But I'm just going to activate it and send the Volcanic Recharge in my hand.
Okay.
Draw 1. And then I'll take 5.
Sure. Me too. I'll toss 1 down, and I will end my turn.
Cool. I will start with declare Tri-Blaze, and I will send Volcanic Counter.
Yeah, that will happen. That's...
And I will declare Blaze Accelerator Reload.
So,
Send... Actually, wait. I think because these cards are designed so poorly, the timing of this would be wrong. So actually, I won't reload here, I think is the answer for some reason.
okay.
As wrong as that feels to not draw a card.
Oh, win effects.
Actually, I don't know. Because, like, the thing is, like, it's a second counter in hand. Would they both banish at the same time? Because it's both... It's not a May ability.
Okay, so they do all trigger, but...
Mm-hmm.
So they all banish, but the, like, burn effects stack.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Pojo. They could be completely wrong because it's Pojo, but I'll trust them.
I'll work off that. And I guess that is still better than the other option. So yeah, I will still do reload.
Yep.
Oh hey, never punished. I drew into exactly like probably not the right card, but this is a funny card. Let me see.
Excellent.
All right, I can't attack this turn though because I used the accelerator on you. So
Yeah.
I'd only be just summoning things, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to, since this card's name becomes Tri-Blaze Accelerator on the battlefield,
Yep.
I'm going to send the reload I have to Grave to special summon out the quote-unquote boss monster of my deck, Volcanic Doomfire.
There it is, okay. So turn your opponent's battle phase. Wizard monsters your opponent control must attack this card. This card is for monsters scale as many. Okay. Standby main. That's probably the best try I could have had. Okay.
No, because Doomfire isn't that impressive. Like, he's a big body, but that's all he's really got going for him.
Oh, I guess not the best draw. It's an okay draw. Okay. I will normal summon another archer.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get an extra normal. I will use that to normal summon a Laval Blaster, which triggers an effect. I can choose a number between 1 and 5 and mill that many, and my monsters gain that much attack. I will just mill the whole 5.
Of course. Man, mill 5 on normal summon, that's pretty good.
Yeah. All these super crazy effects, and this archetype does nothing. Okay. Those are all mills I kind of wanted to see, so that's nice. Because I don't want to draw any of them.
Oh, I was like, oh, crazy graveyard effects? Oh no, but yeah, no. That was me with that volcanic recharge. I was like, oh my god, it counts as volcanic. I can discard it to the reload. Thank God, that card's terrible.
Right, now I will overlay for the boy.
Yep.
Whenever Dueling Books lets me. Any minute now.
It's got to build suspense.
Yeah. There it is. Alright. I will detach this Laval Archer to choose a monster and put it on top of my deck. And I will choose the Laval Cannon. And I'll go on top. Why must these archetypes not be able to special summon? Why must they be fair?
Yeah.
I think I just gotta rip it. I'll activate the Dust Flame Blast.
Uh-oh.
So all my Laval cards get banned. Monsters, and I can throw any number of cards I can choose. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If Return from a Different Dimension was legal, this deck might actually be good. Right, I'll do that, and then I'll just wipe your field with it.
Alright, in response, I will declare the reload in my graveyard.
Sure.
So I will banish that, and I will send a volcanic from deck to graveyard.
You got it.
Do the scatter shot thing to blow up all of your monsters. So
Yeah.
I'm like, this seems really good, but then I remember, wait, you can just never draw a single scatter shot for this to work. No, it's terrible.
It's great when you don't draw it.
Yeah.
So we are basically starting from zero.
Wiping each other. Yep, exactly.
At least I know I have a good top deck.
And my unknown set was another reload.
Oh, okay.
But that's a once per turn, so I can't do that again.
There's actually not a once per turn. Only the first effect is.
Oh, is it? That's funny. Well, in that case, might as well do it again.
Why not? Thin the deck.
Honestly, yeah. And it's send one volcanic card. I actually won't send the recharge, even though it's like bad, because it's actually kind of decent here because we've got a lot of stuff in the graveyard now.
That's true.
But I will send. I'll send the tribute monster maybe. That I just. If I top deck, it will kill me. I think that's the answer.
Probably a good decision, I'd say.
Does it have a thing when it's sent to grave? Sure doesn't. It's just a body. Awesome.
Lovely. Can't do anything else, so let's see what you got.
I'm actually a little bit sorry.
You draw the. Did you draw
Once, yeah.
I had a feeling. You can always draw the rocket, and lucky me, I always draw the handmaiden.
All right. I'm out of. I have one reload left if I want that. Or I can just get a normal blaze accelerator, which.
Both options.
Yeah, this is tough. I'll add the reload, I think. Being able to smooth out dead draws potentially probably is decent.
True.
And attack directly.
I will take 19.
Your go.
Alright. End phase, I'll activate the Wall of Flame by banishing 2 fire monsters to add it to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Less good when I don't have Serenering to do it, because that's what the Duel Links deck did.
Oh yeah, I remember Whirl Flame now that I'm seeing it again.
I think it's still limited in Duel Links? I forget.
I'd believe it. That's one upset of Volcanics. There's so little to do. I don't have to overthink any lines. It's like, yeah, I just if I top deck Rocket, I win. If I don't, I lose. It's really easy.
So when they have like all this, like, oh yeah, these effects go off, but only if you have your firstborn child in the graveyard. Like, oh my god. Why can't Archer just be when it's summoned? Why is it only normal summon? Like, I think I can, like, almost win the game if Laval Archer was just slightly better. So I'll normal summon the cannon, which will let me special summon a Banish monster.
Mm-hmm.
And I will choose the Handmaiden.
Mm-hmm.
And I will sync up for a Laval Dragon, because why not?
Because it beats my guy by 100, and that might win you the game just by itself.
So, combat it up. I'll swing in for the 100, which will trigger your counters. So I'll only take 200 from that.
Yeah. And I banish both the counters.
So, one problem taken care of. Main 2, set 1. Yeah, I will end on that.
All right.
Things are looking up on my end.
Let's go to game 3.
Dang.
Not the top deck I was looking for. And I'm like, nah, I'm probably not going to come back from this one because you're going to get another monster on board and everything. I'm too far behind. I'm going to go second this time. It seemed better whenever you did it, so.
Okay.
Oh no, I opened a realistic hand for this deck. I think I lose.
Well,
maybe, I don't know. I might have something going
you are against
on.
Laval. If it was any other deck, maybe, but okay. Let's go ahead and do the V set and pass.
Okay. What is the play? I just drew a really terrible card, and the fact that I'm probably going to actually have to summon it this turn is really sad to me.
Terrible card in Volcanics. I don't believe you.
You know what? I think all I can really do here is...
There it is.
And 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 that's it.
Alright. I will draw. Go stand by main. Why are these effects so bad? Why do they all need the balls in the grave? Nothing really tap. I think I will just set a card and pass, actually.
Okay.
I think that's the right play here. Wild as that is.
I will upgrade my accelerator, I guess.
Sure.
Pass. I don't think making the first move with what I have in hand is the right call. Because it's not really a first move, it's more of like a fall over on your face. But...
Yeah, return. The pivoting Game 3 gameplay.
I'm to declare accelerator.
Sure.
I'm gonna send Queen to pop your face down monster.
Alright. It is my Laval Miller, which unfortunately needs to be destroyed by battle for its effect.
Hooray! I'm going to flip up. Actually, no. I can't even attack, so pretend you didn't see that. You saw nothing. Was gonna greed for 100 points of damage. All you, because I got nothing.
Stand by main.
Oh boy.
That's actually pretty good. Okay.
Oh, also, you took 500 from Tri-Blaze.
Right.
I forgot. That's its other bonus. It deals 500 to you as well.
I forgot the main.
I'll get there eventually.
Alright. Maybe I can make some stuff happen. I will normal summon the Vol Archer. I'll get an extra normal. I will normal summon the Vol Blaster, and I will declare its effect. I'll declare the 5 for max mill. We'll mill 5. Those are air mills? Not ideal, not terrible. Losing cannon actually kind of sucks. Okay, I will go ahead and overlay. Bring out the boy.
Yep.
Then for my next.
Actually, on summon.
Okay.
I think what I'm gonna do is activate Wildfire.
That will happen.
Cool. Shell hits the grave, and I get the token. Is it say an attack? It has to be an attack. Okay.
Okay. Well, there goes.
It is 1,000.
Well, I will activate my side deck card, the Sealing Ceremony of Catan. Once per turn, I can banish a fire monster from my graveyard to target a card in your graveyard and banish it.
Oh boy, what you banishing?
It will get rid of that cell, so you cannot activate it.
Yeah, that's fair. You saw the line of the obvious thing to hit.
I don't think it really matters what I banish here. Probably just a level 4. Yeah, I guess. Then I don't have a normal, so I will pass my turn.
All right. Well, you know what? That terrible card, it's gonna come in clutch now. I'm gonna special summon this card that cannot be normaled or set. So setting up your expectations pretty high. I have to special summon this thing.
Okay.
I will banish a fire from my graveyard, so I'll banish the Volcanic Queen.
Okay.
To special summon the one, the only, the indomitable Spirit of Flames.
Lovely.
And then, because we're not done yet.
Oh.
Actually, no, yes, we are done yet. That's really stupid of me. Never do that. Actually, wait, what? Oh, damn. The token's level 3. Oh, wait, no. I'm not dumb. I actually... Wait. This is funny.
I'm intrigued where this is going.
I have to do it after post-combat, though, because it's less damage, so... Because during battle phase, my guy is 2,000.
2,000, taking 3,000.
Yeah, it should be 3K.
I think I Dust Flame Blast here. So,
let me...
These will all be banned.
That is fine.
So now my other trap card is dead because
since it will not come up again this game, I'm just going to show you what I was going to do post-combat.
Okay.
I was going to make Decode Talker. But I will never get 3 monsters again, so... It will never happen. Main phase 2. Right. Oh, is it every card or all monsters?
It's as many cards as I want, so yeah, the back row too.
Alright. It was just a volcanic recharge, so...
It's so annoying. It has to ban as all the balls.
Yeah, the fact that it's all or nothing is kind of brutal. Is there like a minimum on it? Oh, up to the number of cards banished. Okay, that's what makes... Okay.
Yeah.
I'll... My normal summon for turn and pass.
Alright. I will begin. Standby main. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Of course, that's what I draw. Okay. That's a... Oh my god.
I do love that both of our decks are equally terrible and have like access to easy full board clears.
Yeah.
Like as if being bad wasn't enough, we can't even keep our bad boards.
Yeah. Oh my god. Literally, oh my god, taking 3,000 was actually the correct play, which is wild. Okay.
Damn.
So
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of out of stuff right now, so...
Yeah, but I can't turn off the gas very easily with this deck. I'll bring out the cannon, and I'll trigger its effect. I will bring out... God, if only the follow the chain wasn't banned. Bring out the damage. The Lance Lord.
Yeah.
Go to combat. Going to assume it has low defense, and hope my assumption's correct.
It has a whopping 0, so you are correct.
Excellent. I'll swing for 21.
I'll take 21.
And good news for you, I can't counter the cell this time because I have no more fire monsters in my graveyard.
That might have been... Actually, is this even usable? No, it's not. No! The fact that you hit that shell won you the game.
Oh my god.
Because I need exactly 1 more fire in my graveyard. To actually use my top deck. Actually, I need 2 more fires, but I can get the other one eventually. Yeah. But the 4th one's completely stranded. I have no clue how to get a 4th one.
I will normal summon a Laval Miller.
Uh-huh.
Combat. I'm gonna go for the read. It's another... I'm gonna go for the read. You drew the cell.
It is, in fact, another 0. It's Scattershot.
Scattershot. Okay. Would you like to use its effects?
I can only get the first one, because it was by Blaze. So you take 500, but I can't get the other 2 Scattershots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then we swing in for 37.
Yep. Part of the cards.
And that'll be my turn. What do you get there? So I'm just scaring. Well, it's an immediate scoop, so you got something cooking.
I'm gonna do math just to make sure, like, if I'm actually dead here or not. That I'm 1 pyro off. I think you got it, but it was Firestorm guards. I have 3, not 4.
We got the...
Yeah, good game.
Good games.
I didn't draw the rockets, so that's why I lost that one. It really does come down to, if I get rocket, yay!
Maiden was like glued to my hand every game, except the one it actually like comboed with my hand.
Jeez.
Because I can synchro it away, then banish it, and then resummon it with the cannon, and I didn't see it once this game.
Tragic.
I didn't do any of my cool synchros. Yeah, this is the searcher, the whole the greater. To search, you have to. That's not the right card. That's the wrong one. That's one where if you synchro it, you just have to send a card from your hand to the graveyard.
Jeez.
Which one's the searcher? It's very bad. Oh, this
I'm
one.
also sad that one of my pack cards never came up because like it's somewhat on theme for me playing a burn deck that I had
Oh god.
Ring of Destruction.
I actually didn't throw any of my pack cards. I had Cup of Ace that I never got to use. I had Exiled Force for an actual good card.
Since my archetype has no in archetype extra deck cards at all, I was like every playable one that I got I used. Like I can sometimes get 2 level 4s for a 101, and I can sometimes get 3 monsters for a decode talker. So
yeah, this deck has a huge synchro lineup. They're just all really bad. So like I could fill. I think there was like some I'd even play. 'Cause there was just too many to fill out, but none of them are worth using except for probably Dragoon because it's a searcher, a very bad searcher, but a searcher that you can't use unless you can discard on the wall, which is wild. If I had Return from the Dimension, like those cards, this deck would be nuts. But unfortunately, like reading, like actually playing this deck now, these are some of the wildest effects I've seen in Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's impressive how this archetype hasn't seen like even like a sliver of play.
yeah, like you had like a mill 5 on normal summon, double foolish on a normal spell. Like
It's a double foolish. It can be chained into 2 more double foolishes if you didn't draw any of them. And
that's pretty wild. Like that's like True Elements has like similar like binning potential, but they actually have cards that do things, so real big difference there.
Yeah, so this is definitely a deck that I do not want to ever have to play again. This deck was not good. It's not good. It'd be fun if you could do anything after you mill 500 cards.
Yeah, and for my deck, it was like the rocket stuff was pretty fun. I see why some like older decks run like a volcanic engine with like the shells and everything. Also, Wildfire was really good. Like that seems pretty, especially for this format. Just like, oh hey, as long as I have a Blaze Accelerator, I have a field wipe. Seems pretty good in this format.
It's the free dark hole, and you get a monster out of it. Seems pretty good, in this kind of format, especially. Thank you all for watching. I do not recommend playing Laval's in the slightest.
And I definitely don't recommend playing Volcanic unless you're like playing, I don't know, like Quick Draw Volcanic and Edison maybe. That's probably fine. But other than that, absolutely not.
Playing old formats, modern formats, maybe leave it at the door.
Yeah.
Alright. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Have a good one.